Welcome back, YouTube. And I've done a little bit of work, a little tiny bit of work. As you can see, I've put my big old lava tank that's connected to my tank downstairs, so that if that tank runs empty up there, then I know I have a problem with my lava. I also changed my the way my tank puts lava into my thermal generators here, is that I had the output, or have the output, go into another smaller tank, and then that smaller tank will output into my thermal generators here. So there's a small buffer in case that this tank gets completely emptied. I'll have a little bit of lava left over to power my thermal generators here. And I did manage to make the bottom row of thermal generators here, so I have quite a bit of power being pumped out now. Next up is I did add the recipes already for the implosion compressor and the sawmill, as well as the conduit here, and industrial TNT and TNT. So I'll show you guys the recipes here. This is the sawmill, pumps, advanced circuits, steel hull. The only thing that you need is the diamond saw blades, which required the stainless steel plates, which I made earlier to make the what was it? What did I use a saw blade for? I think it was the plate cutting machine. Yeah. So you guys already saw the diamond saw blades be made. So the leftover 3 saw blades made the saw mill for me. Next up is regular TNT. Everybody knows that it's vanilla. I encoded a recipe for that. And then industrial TNT, which is 3 TNT and 6 flint. This recipe will come in handy later in a bit rather, because I'm going to be showing you why in a bit. And then the implosion compressor, which is just a compressor with some steel hull. And this is really easy to make this one. You could probably make this one first if you really wanted to. And then finally the data control circuit. I also made the data storage circuits recipe. I'll show you guys that in a second here, and it requires a iridium reinforced plate though, so it's going to be a little bit before we can get to these guys. Oh, I did not want to do that. Crap. Alright, I'll just put a recipe over that recipe. That's fine. Actually, no, there was a way to reset the disk. If I take it in my hand and I shift right click, yeah, it breaks or it erases the recipe off of it. So there you go. If you ever made a mistake, you can shift right click. So over here I have my plate cutting machine. I put the transformers upgrades in it, and with a block of emerald in my compressor. I also added blocks of iron just because. With a block of emerald, I can now cut the plates, or emeralds, into plates, and I'll have 9 plates. And then the plates get transformed into the data storage circuit by going into with a advanced circuit to my assembly machine. Also, because I have so many plates now, I've actually had to expand my interface and add one more level up above my plate bending machine. So now I have an extra interface here that will also allow the plate bending machine to work. Because of how slow my blast furnaces are, I did also add a second blast furnace here to help speed up the titanium. It was going way too slow for me. Way too slow. I'm actually thinking of even putting a third one on right away. And then we got my grinder here, which I've been grinding up some ores. I got some iron because if you look down here, I've used up quite a bit of my iron. I'm down to 25 ingots. In fact, if I were to even want to do something today, I probably couldn't if I had anything that I needed crafting still. But I've already gone ahead and I've crafted the transformer upgrades and the compressor, the stuff for the freezer, and the sawmill. I would like to fix a little bit of misinformation as well. Is the vacuum freezer is actually another multi-block structure like the blast furnace and grinder. So it's going to go over there. I've already set out 3 spots for the things, and yeah, so I think that's everything I've done off screen. I did change my my lava pump over in the nether. I'll show you guys that here. So my lava pump has been hard at work. It has created a fairly large stone platform at the bottom of the nether here. And this is what it looks like now. I've changed one of the pumps to a magmatic dynamo, and the way I have this work is I have the fluid ducts coming out and then going and wrapping around over top of all the pumps, because eventually I'll want to have all of these magmatic dynamos. And I have these covers in the middle so that the pipes don't attach and they actually go around, and the lava individually fills every one of them, and the leftover goes into my enter tank here to fill my thing. So it's a completely self-energizing pump system here in the nether for lava. And that is my basic setup for when I pump lava. This is the basic setup that I use. I don't think there's a more efficient way to do it, really, honestly. So that's how I do it. One thing to know on a very side away from the machinery here is back in my Thaumcraft room, I brought over a Perdito Earth node. This is I'm going to say this is a perfect node, if not nearly perfect, because it's over 100. It's 2 nodes, and both of the nodes, or the aspects, have over 100 in them. These are the types of nodes that you want to make sure that you grab. These ones are okay. These ones are okay, and this one's not very good. But this one's nearly perfect. This will charge up a silver wood wand all the way. So if I were to use a silver wood wand all the way down, it would charge both Perdito and Earth max in one go. So my goal is to have Perdito Earth, Fire Order or something, or Fire Water, and then Air Ordo. And I already have an Air Ordo, but it's 60-60 as you can see. I want 100. And my goal is to have all of those 100s right here. So that my charging of my wands is, or at least one wand at a time, is pretty much instant. So yeah, that's just a little side note. Back in Thaumcraft is these nodes. They're brilliant, absolutely. Those are the nodes that you want to go for. They do exist, and I'm pretty sure they're extremely rare. So if you find one, make sure you mark it down and grab it. Back over here into my machinery, I'm going to show you guys the cover plates, and I wanted to make a cover plate for my obsidian hole there, and a cover plate for these iron holes here. So to make cover plates, you take a diamond saw, which is made by using some stone rods, sticks, and a diamond, and you put it over top of the block you want. I use diamond saw because the diamond saw can cut any material in the game. If it works the same as it did back in Red Power, diamond couldn't cut, or any of the lower ones couldn't cut obsidian or iron blocks or something like that, and you had to make a diamond one to cut those ones. So I went straight up, got a diamond one. It has a lot of durability, so I don't really care about the not having enough diamonds to do it, because I have lots. You'll also notice that you can now place these little flat panels everywhere and cover up stuff. It gives you a little outline of where the panel is going to go, which is really cool. So you can place it flat on the ground, up on the sides, or on the top of something. So makes it really cool. You can put them on the top of chests, and chests will still be able to open because they aren't considered a block, or a full block rather. And I want to do something with these covers. Is if you take your covers and you make a circle like a chest, you get hollow covers. And hollow covers can be placed. Does ME system allow you to? No, the ME system still hasn't been integrated with the multi-block structure, so unfortunately it doesn't look like I'll be able to do what I want it to do. Lame. Yeah. But with other things, kind of like the I don't think EU, no, the EU cables aren't doing it either. But Fluiducts and these other guys down here, they will do it, no problem. See if I can put it inside the structure here, and if I wanted to, I could put it right here, and it could allow the pipe to go through the hollow center. If I were to use the covers like I did back in my in the Nether with that pump, it would cut off the flow of lava and it would stop the flow. So these multi-blocks here, or the micro blocks, are really useful if you want to make your place look pretty and other miscellaneous stuff. Alright, so that's enough of all that rambling. Let's go back over to machinery here, and let's go, and we're gonna start the let's go put the sawmill down first. The sawmill is a really easy one. All you need is one reinforced block, or reinforced machine block, in the center here, or reinforced machine casing, I should say, because the reinforced machine block is a component in a lot of crafting, and you don't want to place those down and waste them. So all you need is the one reinforced casing there, and then surround it by standard casings, and you will have that is the multi-block structure for the sawmill, the industrial sawmill. Like I said, yep, really easy to place down this guy. Where is he? This one right here. So the industrial sawmill, pop this guy right down in the center here, and you got a green light. So there we go, industrial sawmill done. And this guy can get one low tier and one high tier transformer upgrade to transform it to 8,000 EU per tick. And now you have the best sawmill in the game. And I want to stick one of these guys on the top and these guys on the side, so that way so that way it can pull the stuff it saws out of here. I believe the sawmill requires water. I want to say it does. I'm pretty sure it does. So I'm going to have to put another water system here, and I'm just going to pump the water right from the wall here, and the EU is going to come over on this side, and then these cables are going to come down from the middle here, and this is going to be my power slot and whatnot. So that's the sawmill. I'll get it set up with power and show you guys what goes on inside of it in a minute. But let's go on to the vacuum freezer here. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to do this guy. Yeah, I need some advanced machine blockings, or blocks, not blockings, for this guy. But I'll show you the basic setup here is you make a round circle. And I keep placing blocks in the improper spots. The center block there is a chrome block, and then the center blocks on all the sides is chrome blocks, or are chrome blocks, and then once you get up to the top center block is also a chrome block, and the center of the machine block here is empty. So make sure you leave the very center empty. And lastly, the implosion compressor. Now we'll get this guy set up. So the implosion compressor is quite a bit easier here. It is the no, not these guys. So on all the corners, you want the standard casing. So like this, and there's all the corners, and then you want to make a plus underneath, and then a full ring around the center, and then at the top is another plus. Unfortunately, I do not have enough standard casings, or reinforced casings rather. Let's go ahead and make a few more of these. It shouldn't be too hard. The machine should be doing it. You can also see that my steel is also being completely wrecked here. I don't have enough steel. So let's grab my implosion compressor and all the miscellaneous accessories for it. I'm also going to need a couple of MFE, and I might as well craft an MFSU while I'm here too. I did want a water pipe and a couple of gold pipes. A water pump rather. Let's grab this guy. I also want some gold pipes rather. No, not gold chest upgrade. I definitely am grateful for these water pump pipes. They are pretty amazing, I have to admit. And there we go. It is now filling with water, so that is a happy camper. Next up is I'm going to want to place my MFE here. And these guys, I think I'm not going to bother dedicating an MFSU to these guys. I think I'm just going to make them use an MFSU individually. So we'll stick my MFE there and my MFE here, and that will be the power for my machine. So that's power, and then the ME cables will run down the center here. But I need quite a few of these ME cables, so I hope all these cables are done. Nope. Am I missing stuff for any of this stuff? This thing's doing its thing, so I'll leave it to it. I actually don't really need an MFSU, do I? Not really. I am going to require another MFE though. Pretty sure I just took the MFE for the MFSU. Oh well. And the cabling, like I said, will come up through here and also go on top of this. How are my machine casings here? 12. Perfect. Let's get this implosion compressor up and running before I run out of time for the episode. So there, and there. And this should be the implosion compressor. And we got a green light, so the casing has been confirmed as good. So the implosion compressor, this guy is a little bit tricky here. So at the top, I can put the ME interface, and then at the back, I can pull out stuff. But because he is tricky, I'm going to have to do a little special thing for this guy, and that is right here. I'm going to have a fuzzy import or a precise import bus, I think, or export bus, I think. Export bus, yeah. Because I need to export TNT or iTNT, and I can keep a full stock of iTNT inside the machine here. So let's go grab a precise import. So or export rather. So precise export is a basic export with a basic circuit. Not too hard. Let's stick this into my machine. And make the precision bus and some iTNT. The industrial TNT should be pretty fast. Basic, oh, I need an export bus, whoops. All of this stuff is going to take a while because I am not overclocked quite as far as I'd like to be. I really would like to have several overclockers in every machine to speed these guys up, but I believe right now they only have 2 overclockers in each machine, except for the plate cutting machine and the canning machine, as I don't think the alloy smelter has overclockers in it either. And none of the multi-block structure machines over here have any overclockers in them either, so yeah. So I'm gonna need 5 more standard machine casings, but I'd rather get the chrome ones out first. I'm just gonna take a little bit here because I need the wires. And before I forget, let's make sure that I put my transformer upgrades into my implosion compressor here, because I would not like this thing to explode. While it's not the most expensive thing, it's not very pleasant to have my machines explode. Like my blast furnace did, or no, my grinder did, back in the earlier episodes. Alright, so while that these things are making their things, I'm going to get my iridium, which I have 17 of now. I'll stick 1 back inside, and I want to make a plate of iridium with this. So let's go ahead and get this plate going. And I want to teach it how to make iridium plates, which I don't think I've done yet. Let's check to make sure. Tin. I don't see iridium. Okay. There is iridium plates. I also want to take my plate. This might interrupt my thing a little bit here. Let's do it real fast. stick the iridium plates inside of it. Yeah, it wasn't creating any plates, so it's not too bad. Alright, next up is I want to make the this iridium alloy ingots. So that requires some advanced alloys and an industrial diamond. So we're going to clear this, and we're going to encode this one, and we're going to stick that in there. And this will allow me to make the iridium alloy plates that I wanted to make earlier. However, there's a big however here, I still need to teach my implosion compressor how to implosion compress the iridium alloy ingot, and then that will make I believe it makes the reinforced plate instantly. I'm not sure if there's I don't think there's a middle ground here. Yeah, I don't think there is. So we're pretty good on that side. This guy is still making stuff. So the industrial TNT is the catalyst we need to use for the implosion compressor here. For the fuel, we put it into the bottom slot here, which is hopefully this side. So if I stick the import bus here, export bus here to export iTNT, then we should get iTNT into this slot, I'm hoping. And I'm hoping my basic import bus does not import the TNT. Lots of hope here, guys. Lots of hope. And we should get going here soon. Should be done. Make some of that while we're at it. Why is it still making that? Am I out of iron? No, I'm not out of iron. I really need to get overclockers going. Alright, so I'm going to pause, and I will be right back once all of this stuff has finished its processing. So I'll be right back, guys. Alright, and I'm back, guys. So we've got almost everything done here now. I've hooked up all my wires, pretty much. I think there's one wire left I haven't hooked up, and that is this guy here. And now he's hooked up. Okay. And then this guy here, which is, I guess he's done now. So my sawmill, it works fine now. So one oak wood log goes in here, and it will turn into 6 planks and 1 sawdust. As you can see, it took a little bit of water, so it needs water pumped into it. And I have my machine know that to make oak planks you can use oak wood. So once it runs out of wood, it won't know what to do. As for my implosion compressor here, I want to teach it that an iridium alloy ingot in the implosion compressor will equal an iridium plate. As you can see, you get 4 dark ashes and a iridium reinforced plate, and it made an explosion sound, and it consumed 8 industrial TNT. So for every craft, you're going to need 8 industrial TNT. I've also put down my precision export bus here, and the way this thing works is that you can control it with redstone, and you can control how it puts stuff in here. So you can have it so that it never uses whatever's in your AE system, and it will always crafts what it needs before it uses anything else. And then you can have it so it moves the specific item into the interface here, which is the compressor, and it will always move one item, one industrial TNT at a time. Once I put this in here, and it can move stacks. So if I have a stack or a bunch of the industrial TNT in my AE system, it will move all of it at the same time until the machine is full. And what I wanted on is single items and craft, so I'll put the industrial TNT in here, and it will now craft what it needs in order to fill my implosion compressor. As you can see, it is slowly filling up with industrial TNT now, and the problem with this is that it does take one process from your you kind of caught it there. It does take one process from your machine here. So my iridium plate here, oh, I got it in my inventory. My iridium plate here, I want to tell it that this is this and it makes that. So there we go, that's good. I also want to take my plates, this guy, and tell it to store my iridium plates in here, so it always has somewhere to store my iridium plates if I run out of space in the other drives here. And now it has the iridium plates, and it has made one batch of the advanced machine casings that I had, or it's getting ready to make the one batch of advanced machine casings that I told it to make. But chrome is an ever-growing issue, and to get chrome, I'm going to require, how do I get chrome? Is there a way to get it easily? Canthal dust gives me chrome and aluminium. Nichrome dust gives me chrome and aluminium. Right, chrome and nickel. Stainless steel dust can extract into chrome, manganese. Oh, it's just the basic stuff. Yeah, that's normal. Uverovite dust gives me chrome. And ruby dust gives me chrome. So I'm going to need to set up my electrolyzer here soon to get the chrome on the go. So like I said before, ruby is going to be extremely valuable. It's aluminium, chrome, as well as it's used for energirum. So, you know, quite required, yeah. You can also get it from macerating ruby ores. Yep. I think I've been getting all my chrome from dungeon chests, and that's why I had the amount that I had earlier. It doesn't look like I'll be able to make any more machine blocks or machine casings than this, but I have 4 that I can stick into my machine here. So that's 3, and all I need is 2 more. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't think I have enough chrome in order to get the rest of it. It's going to get stuck at I see. It's it needs to blast furnace the chrome, but there isn't enough space for it to blast furnace. Because I've been blast furnacing my titanium to get rid of all of the titanium that I've had stocked up. Anyway guys, so there's not much else I can do here. All the machines I've just explained to you. The only thing left is the vacuum freezer for the multi-block structures of Gregtech, and that's going to take a little bit more chrome. And in order to get the chrome, I'm going to have to start setting up my electrolyzers and centrifuges. So yeah, that's exciting. I'm already pretty far, huh? Yeah. Can I? I'm gonna stick down my vacuum freezer rate already, like early. just to get it out of the way here. There's the vacuum freezer. Then I want the import bus here. And then I want the interface. And the upgrade ×2. And then stick my wall back in here because all my flooring has been finished. And that's that. The machine is done, but the casing is not complete. So as you can see, it requires the setup I have, but there are 2 pieces of chrome casing that I am missing. So maybe a little bit. I'm gonna have to get my electrolyzer thing set up, and that will be the next episode, guys. We're going to start moving into the electrolyzers here, electrolyzers and centrifuges. Okay. And we're gonna get on that next episode, but I believe this episode is the last one I'm going to do for today, guys. So look forward to tomorrow when we start on the centrifuges and the electrolyzers and get some more automation going. This thing is looking out pretty good now here, guys. This is yeah, looking great. Yeah. So my machines know what they're doing. Yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next episode. As always, please, if you like my videos or like what I do, please hit that follow, the like, and maybe leave a comment. Tell me what I should improve on, if anything, and I really appreciate it, guys. So I'll see you guys next time, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.